This is my last time ever filming a video like this. You don't know what I mean right now, but you will in a minute. This is technically my new car's debut to the channel, so I had to do something for it, right? Bro, there's absolutely no way. That's Andrew's car. You know where I have to park, bro. You know where I have to park. I literally can't believe it. Andrew finally got his car, guys. After all these years. Well, I smell like exhaust fumes now, but that's just the price I gotta pay to drive that car. I was hoping to get here a little earlier so I could film with the sunset, but it's pretty much already gone. Alright, let me explain what I meant in the beginning of the video when I said this is the last time I film a video like this. I have, for so long, been trying to film a video that just completely sets the tone for a new chapter of my life. A video where I explain really just who I am. A video where I'm just me. A video where I try to talk about myself in a way that I'm really not used to. Just trying to get out of my comfort zone, and all I want, and I think what everybody wants, is the freedom to be themselves. The freedom to feel like they can act like themselves. And so many people are so scared. So many people live in fear in all aspects of their life, not just confidence. Something I've come to realize lately, as my confidence has just been slowly building to where I've always wanted it to be, is that when you gain confidence in one area of your life, you gain it in all areas of your life. So at the same time that you start to feel comfortable looking in the mirror, because that's something I've always struggled with. Some people have a mirror in their bedroom and they check themselves out every day before they leave the house. My bathroom has a mirror that's big enough to fit like 20 people in it. And I never, ever look at it. I'm not very good at mirrors. And I've always had super bad social anxiety, but lately I've just felt like all of it has been lifted. And at the same time that I've gained confidence in the way I interact with people, the way I talk about myself and carry myself throughout my days, I've also noticed that in flips, I'm big into flips, in case you're new here. I like to do flips on the trampoline, off of bridges, on the ground in general. I've noticed that at the same time I've gained confidence in the way I act, I also feel so much more confident throwing new flips. For so many years, I did flips, but I never really progressed past triples at all. I was always so afraid to do triples. But it's like now, the thought of doing a triple flip doesn't scare me as much as it did. And another thing is, when you start to feel confidence, you realize how important it is, and you realize that it is the most important trait that you could have, because it gives you everything else. When you're confident, you're so much kinder to people. You're so much more appreciative of what you have. You are kinder to yourself. And it allows you to explore new ideas because you're not afraid of thinking or saying the wrong thing anymore. And I've been making YouTube videos for a very long time now. Say about 8 years I've been putting myself on camera in various different ways, but I just have never felt super comfortable being in front of a camera. It's so strange. I'm a YouTuber who my entire channel is based around my life and my personality, but I'm so scared of showing that sometimes. Or I want to say I was so scared of showing that sometimes, because I really need to step out of this in order to move forward and get to where I want to be. Let's move to a new location. We're in beautiful downtown St. Pete. City's beautiful, underrated, and there's beautiful spots everywhere to film this great video. Imagine that wasn't recording. So I don't remember if I said it or not, but the reason it's taken me so many different tries to film this video, or film a video like this, is just because every single time I try, I get really in my head. Even just now, sitting on that bench, I sat on that bench for like a good 5 or 10 minutes just really in my head before I started filming and talking, because I just couldn't think of anything to say, and I was questioning. I was like, man, is this gonna be like that again? Where I just completely give up? No, it's not. This video is getting uploaded. Oh my gosh, dude, the rat just scared me. There's just rats running around this park. Nah, this video is getting posted. And I said that the last time I filmed a video like this. I'm gonna get this video posted. Because I've had many moments just like this where I'm actually filming a video and I'm super motivated. I'm like super laser focused on what I'm filming. And then I just get in my head and my confidence just leaves me out the window. And then I just scrap the whole video. But this one is not getting scrapped. But it was pretty bad, so figured come out here in the city and try again. Sometimes I'm able to articulate my thoughts so well. Like everything I say just comes out perfectly. It's like Jordan Peterson had an explanation once on kind of what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna just play a clip of him saying it. Why not?
Imagine that you're trying to walk across a swamp and the swamp is murky, but you know there's a path. You know there's a path of stone under the water, but it twists and moves. And if you stay on the path, you won't drown. The crocodiles in the swamp won't devour you. And as you walk forward, you can feel with your next step where the stone might be. And then you feel it's solid, then you take that step, and then you do the same thing with your foot again. You search and you find out what's solid and you step on it and you move forward in that manner. That's what you do with your words.
Anyways, so sometimes that's how it feels when I talk. And then other times, I just can't think of the next word to say at all. I've always been a super deep thinker. I think everything is way deeper than people think. I never like to think about things on a surface level. And I've always been a super spiritual person. But lately I've made a big change in my life that has kind of changed the way I think a lot. I've always been a very spiritual person, but now everything I think about, I understand that what I'm trying to say is Jesus is the answer. Some people might not want to hear that. That's fine. Guess what? It's my channel. It's my life. It's the way I think. It's the reason I am the way I am. God's given me all the blessings in the world. So, yeah, I'm going to give him credit for it. How does this look? This has to be good. There's really no good reason to not bear with me and just listen to me. Just listen to what I'm saying. This might be your first time ever actually listening to someone talk about God, and you may not have realized that. The truth is, the name Jesus Christ really makes a lot of people uncomfortable, and you got to ask yourself why it makes you so uncomfortable. It's just a name. You don't get uncomfortable when I say any other name. And the thing is, most atheists, their perspective of God is given to them by other unbelievers. Listen to a believer for once. I am not forcing a religion onto you. I'm not forcing anything onto you. You can take what I'm saying and do what you want with it, but just listen. Because I am not so different from anybody else. Nobody in this world, not one single person, is much different than anybody else. Every single person in this world has the same capacity for love, the same capacity for hate. We're all the same, really. I believe that every human on this earth has equal value in the eyes of God. Only 2 months ago, I was getting drunk and high every night. The reason I got... Andrew's calling me. Yep, knew it.
What you doing, buddy?
What you doing?
Are you around me?
No, I don't know. Where are you?
You're literally probably next to my bed.
What do you mean? Bro, no way.
You didn't see the Charger?
Are you kidding me?
I'm the craziest freaking Ford Fusion in the building.
No, you are, bro.
And
Nah,
you didn't see the scat back numbers.
Nah, I knew that was you.
Blacked out Ford.
I knew that was you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. All right. Where was I? I especially loved getting high because it made me feel so spiritual. But I realized what it was really doing to me. You know, I guess I gotta talk about it because I'm here filming this video right now. And it'll sound so crazy to some people, but that's fine because it's my life at the end of the day, and I know the truth about my life. And I can only speak on what I have experienced firsthand. That's the only perspective I can give you, mine. So what do you want from me? But whenever I got high, I felt like something took control of me, and everything I did wasn't in my control. And I loved that feeling, because what took over me made me feel connected with all these different things, and I started to see these signs everywhere, and I thought they were all signs from above, but really they were signs from below to distract me from pursuing the truth about God, from pursuing Jesus, from actually reading the Bible and learning who Jesus is and what he did. And I thought I was following God the whole time. And so many people say they're following God, and the truth is they are following a God, but it is not the God above. It is not the God of heaven. It all kind of crashed all at once. The devil was trying to make a false prophet out of me and gave me every resource I needed to convince masses of people that I was someone who I'm not. And it all ended one night when I was explaining to my friends JD and Ryan via an evil spirit through me. I was explaining to them all sorts of crazy things. Listen, I'm gonna just say it. I was thoroughly 100% convinced that I was one of the 2 witnesses from the book of Revelation. And I was convinced that my friend JD was the other one. And I told him that. And the way I laid it out for him was so precise. It was articulated so well that he said it was the most fear he had ever felt in his life, because he was being deceived by what I was saying. So I'm not going to get into the details of exactly what I said and what was fed to me. Maybe in the future I'll dive into that. But for now, all that matters is the next morning I was baptized with JD, and that day everything, it was all revealed to me. All the lies and deceptions that the devil was feeding me, the curtains were lifted off of them. You know, I didn't start filming this video with the intention of talking about all this, but I feel obligated to talk about it because it is the number one thing that I've always been trying to share. Except back then I was trying to share what the devil fed me. Now I'm telling you the truth. And as someone who has never been confident in my life speaking on deep subjects, I mean, you gotta ask, what gave me the confidence to share this and put this out on camera? And what gives so many other people that same confidence? Why do you see so many people have this moment where they find God, and then all of a sudden, it's like they just want to share it and they just want to throw it at you. They want to shove it at you. People who were never looking for God in the first place. Because I'll tell you what, I wasn't. I tried so hard to run away from God because I wanted to feel the freedom that came in living in sin. But I feel so much more freedom now that I'm free from sin. I could explain my testimony for hours and hours and hours, because my testimony is my entire life up until this moment. And a decade from now, my testimony is going to be my entire life up until this moment plus 10 years. Something that you have to understand, and this goes for anything, when you're viewing everyone's life, anyone's life, you only see a small bit. What I'm saying to you goes so much deeper than you can possibly imagine, because my life, I've seen so much more than you could possibly imagine. In the same way that you, watching this, have seen so much more than I could possibly imagine, because I've only experienced my own perspective and you've only experienced yours. And every single person in this city and beyond has experienced only one perspective. So I like to come here, and this has always been a place where I feel like I can think very deeply. And sometimes I've sat here and I've thought, and my thoughts have been closer to God, the God above. And sometimes I've come here and my thoughts have been closer to the devil, where I'd sit here and I would look at the city and imagine nothing but penthouses and luxury and supercars and hypercars. I believe genuinely that I can do whatever I want, absolutely anything. I can have whatever amount of money I set my mind to. Oh my gosh, bro, what was that? Is that this flag? Dude, I thought that was like a snake or something. I would have tried to catch it because I kind of like snakes. I used to have one. I can't care what people think about me talking about what I believe and what my thoughts are, because as you could tell, I'm a very deep thinker, very philosophical person, and I have been for a very long time. And for a very long time, I've done nothing with those thoughts. So now I'm gonna start doing something with those thoughts. And I can't expect everybody to love it. But the people who do love it, the people who do respect me for it, those are the voices I care about. I know a number of people watching this video are gonna love hearing what I'm saying right now. I love hearing myself say what I'm saying right now because it feels like I'm finally saying what I've always wanted to say. But this right here, this moment, me speaking like this, is setting the tone for a new chapter of my life. A chapter where I am so much more consistent on this platform. A chapter where you're gonna hear me talk like this all the time. I'm going to constantly share my thoughts because that's what I've always wanted to do. And I'm gonna keep doing what I love to do. I'm gonna keep loving cars. Okay, I've got my Camaro. I just traded it with my dad for my truck. I'm not gonna lie. We both, me and my dad, understand. I got the better end of the deal, and he is completely okay with that. But he also, or at least I know, I don't feel too bad because I'm gonna buy him his dream car one day, and more, much more. I'm gonna make sure my parents retire early, and I know they're watching this video right now. And I know they're gonna love hearing all this, and my mom's probably gonna cry. I don't know why I've always been so scared of that level of emotion. I've always been so scared of showing love to people around me. I've always felt it inside of me, but I've always had such a hard time showing it. And there's so many other people in this world that are just like that. But something that getting closer to God has shown me is that we're meant to show that love. Well, I lost a super tiny magnet in this grass, and give me some time because this grass is long. This is not good. Let me just show you real quick what I've lost. This, a little magnet to my DJI mic, is somewhere in this deep grass. Should I just give up on this? No, that's never the answer. We shook it out. There it is. I get it. If you want to be upset with me for ripping out this patch of grass to do that, but look, you would never notice. All right, found the magnet after 20 minutes of searching. Now we can finally move to a new location. A part of me wants to take a break from talking about God and move on to something else, like talking about this YouTube channel, talking about my upcoming road trip with JD. That's for the next video. In the next video, I'm gonna be explaining a road trip I've got coming up. I'm actually leaving in about 4 days. It's my biggest trip yet. It's gonna be insane. So stay tuned for the next video. But yeah, so part of me wants to take a break from talking about God and move on to other things. But then another part of me is like, the only reason I want to take a break from talking about God is because I feel like the people watching the video might be tired of me talking about it and want me to move on to another subject. So, and it's like, am I even really supposed to care about that? There will be a lot more of these talks in the future. As a matter of fact, the pace of this video is kind of how I'm going to be pacing all of my videos from here on out. Not down to a T, of course. Like my next video, the next video I'm posting is definitely more edited than this one. I've come to realize that being over-fixated on viewer retention and being not politically correct, but algorithmically correct, I guess, has really just limited my creativity like crazy, and more importantly, just limited me expressing who I am. Look at this hotel, the Vinoy. This place is beautiful. Yeah, get jiggy with it. Expect less editing, more me. I got an idea. Alright, let's do some flips. I'm already sweating. I chose to wear a long sleeve shirt in the middle of summer in Florida, so I'm not surprised. I did it for the aesthetic. The shirt and the shorts match the shoes. See that little orange swoosh right there? Yeah, that's the shirt. And then these are felt too. Felt, I think, is what it is. or suede, I don't know. And then these shorts are felt or suede or something too. So it just kind of works. I'm sweating like crazy and my back hurts because I was just bent over like this searching for a tiny magnet in the grass for 20 minutes straight. I'm not gonna be in my prime, but oh, that's pretty clean. Definitely not full of energy right now, and the grass is pretty hard. Let's do standing side flip. I recently started doing Russian front flips. If you don't know what that is, it's like a front flip, but instead of throwing your arms like this forward, you throw them like this backwards. That was horrible. That hurt too. Some of y'all might not have thought the first one was horrible. It's another example of how we judge ourselves harsher than others judge us sometimes. It's also why I've had YouTube videos that have taken me an entire year to edit. Like my Alaska series took me almost a year until I was completely finished posting all the videos from that. And then my trip to Monterey Car Week in California from last year has taken me about a year to edit. And it's finally done. And that's all because I'm such a perfectionist, but nothing's ever perfect to me. So like there's no such thing as perfection in creative works. Like there will never be a perfect painting, a perfect video. It just won't happen. All right, one more. If you have watched this far into the video, if you are watching the video right now and you've watched everything before this, comment a series of 3 emojis that just make 0 sense together. Even if you're someone who doesn't ever comment on videos, I would love to know that people have made it this far into the video. I mean, that's just, it would show me that I don't have to beg for attention. I know I don't have to beg for attention. I can't stand creators that do. That's why I started liking Outdoor Boys so much, for example. His content is just so laid back and chill, and you don't have to be fully focused on it 24/7. I've drawn a lot of inspiration from that. The beginning of my channel, the beginning stages of my channel, I drew a lot of inspiration from David Dobrik. And you could tell if you watch my old videos from back in like 2017. And David Dobrik content, you know, it was super fast paced, but I'm really trying to slow things down. The next video I'm posting after this one, I already filmed and edited, by the way. I don't know why I haven't said that. I lost my wallet in this tree once, and that's why you don't drink. One of the reasons why you shouldn't drink. Just one of the many. If I had 0 social anxiety, I'd be walking on that street over there, on that sidewalk over there. I do surprise myself sometimes though with how social I am. I needed that. Security golf cart just passed, so I don't feel like I have too much time to do that. I gotta go somewhere, set up my camera, and wrap up this video. If I don't finish it now, it'll never be done. Yo, how am I gonna get around this? My car is parked back there, bro. I have never seen this before. I've been out here way later than this.
You got a key?
No, I don't got no queue. I don't know what this is about. I've never seen that before. I park here all the time. I think I see your best bet. Back up a little bit. I'll try to come through here. Watch out for this curve. Yeah, you're good. I'll go that way. I'm gonna have to do the same thing in a minute. Bro, what is this? Good night. I can't lie, bro. That's hilarious. Kind of excited. I've never taken this thing off-roading. All right, so this video is not quite over yet. I'm just gonna yap a little bit and do my outro in front of this mural because it looks pretty cool with the orange shirt here. I should put my car in front of it. That would be even cooler. All right, I feel good about this video. Finally, I feel like I've really put myself out there. I'm excited because I know that this is what I needed to do. This is what needed to change for me to get to where I want to be. For so long, I've been studying content creation, really trying to find my way and figure out what it takes to become super successful on this platform. I'm excited to be in the mix with the people who I have looked up to. People like that I've always wanted to film with. People in my area, local people. Ross Creations, Danny Duncan, Juke Squad. Ben Mala is another example of a local content creator or internet personality or $500 million real estate mogul, whatever you want to call them. All these people are people that I plan on filming with. And then all the other people throughout the internet. It's what I think is so cool about being a content creator is that once you get to a certain level, you get to hang out with who you want to hang out with. You get to go do a podcast with who you want to do podcasts with. Respect is earned, and I've done a lot to earn that respect, and I'm going to keep doing more to keep earning that respect. I haven't quite earned that respect yet in the industry, but I mean, look at what I'm doing. I know it's coming. I'm going to move to the other side of that mural so you guys have new mural to look at. Okay. Closing statements. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already and turn on notifications. Follow my Instagram. I like Instagram. It's a cool platform and I like posting pictures, and I think I'm going to start doing some just some more personal reels and stuff like that. You just whip the camera out, film whatever's on my mind. And then I just started up another Instagram account called Dylan C Clips, which is going to be like my official clipping account. Gotta say official because in the future, people will be clipping my stuff. Not once has anybody ever clipped, well actually maybe once, but nobody's ever clipped Dylan Crowley content, but it's gonna happen. Oh yeah, and I'm so excited to announce this. This is an incredible thing that I'm about to reveal to you guys. I think it's so incredible that we should go to the middle section of the mural so that you guys have more mural to look at. Unfortunately, I can't center it like I did the other shots because, well, it would look like this. Actually, I feel like it'd be cool if I stood right here. Is it focused on me? Okay, I just created a new YouTube channel. It's called Dylan Got Bored. I got bored and I made that YouTube channel. On Dylan Got Bored, you're gonna get a whole lot of bonus content. I've already recorded 3 videos for it, and pretty much the channel has 0 niche, so I post whatever I want on it. So the first video I did was a taste test, a review on a Dr. Pepper flavored Slim Jim. Okay, the second video I did was kind of like a vlog, kind of like some you'd see on this channel. I filmed it all on my phone and I went home and I threw it all together on my phone night of. Did I go out of focus? That's ridiculous. I got an entire family to jump off a bridge with me in the video. And then the next video that's gonna be posted on Dylan Got Bored is a little air track sesh me and my friends had on the beach, which honestly could have been a main channel video. I'm having a lot of fun with that channel. It's just really nice to feel the freedom to post anything I think of without overanalyzing everything. Yeah, on that note, thanks for watching, guys. And I really appreciate those of you who watched this far into the video.